Greetings, dear souls. I am Crispy, and therefore so are you, because Een Laq, a.k.a. I am another you, you are another me, we are one God-sciousness. And today I'm very excited to share with you one of the most incredible synchronicities I've ever experienced in my 23, 4, 5 years with the Mayan Tzolk'in calendar. Since 1998, so yeah, 24 years for sure, and maybe other lifetimes as well. Now, I am talking to you about 6 people that you already saw on the thumbnail for this video, but Marianne Williamson, Al Gore, Nicole Kidman, Leonard Cohen, J.R.R. Tolkien, and Pierre Teilhard de Chardin all have the exact same Mayan birthday, which is called manifesting rainstorm. Lightning bolt. Eye of the storm. So cool. And by the way, those words, manifesting rainstorm, are the ones that were downloaded to me as part of the Mayan embodiment information. And they are a combination of every known existing English translation of Mayan astrology, specifically to do with the Tzolk'in, which is the 260-day repeating, revolving sacred year, which is the basis for the long count, which ended on December 21st, 2012. Interestingly enough, that date was the end of a 1,872,000 day long stretch of time, which you could call the Great Year, and that was broken up into 13 segments of 144,000 days. Exactly. Isn't that cool? It's sacred math, it's sacred geometry, it's DNA, it's the divine Mayan Tzolk'in calendar. So, something about their birthday, which is tone 10, which can be seen as 2 hands like this or like this. 5 is a bar, and it is often written vertically and otherwise horizontally. 2 of them together is like 2 hands going together, making deals, collaborating, co-creating. And the Rainstorm glyph, as you probably noticed, has lightning and rain. And in Mayan embodiment, it has the eye of the hurricane, if you will, eye of the storm, to convey more of the message of what this glyph is actually about. And some of the hidden messages are that this one glyph is directly connected to the divine feminine and all the roles and functions of divinely feminine women on our planet, more so than any of the other 19 glyphs. There are 20 glyphs, and the rainstorm is the 19th of 20. And that lends a sort of energy of clearing away. The rains come in, the storm, the lightning. One of the key words is tough love, and I love that key word for this glyph. That one came to me from Mark Elmy, by the way, my Balaam brother of the Jaguar tribe. Now, back to today's birthday, boys and girls. Some of the key words from the tone, which is 10, manifesting, and some of the key words from the glyph, rainstorm, I like to put them together in what I call high vibration phrases to help you see, feel, understand, understand the combination of energies that came together on the day that these amazing 6 people were born. Here are some phrases. Manifesting thunder being. The glyph of the rainstorm is connected to Chak, the god of rain. And also Een Laq, the god of thunderstorms. And that is where the English language got the word hurricane. Did you know that? Een Laq. Pretty cool. So yeah, everyone born on this day can be called a manifesting thunder being. And you could also say that they are manifesting lightning in the blood. Let's see if I can manifest. Oh yes, there it is. There come those goosebumps. I am manifesting lightning in the blood because what I'm explaining to you is so incredibly energetic to me. I get these feelings of lightning in the blood when I'm doing people's astrology for them and making these videos, as you may have noticed. Another high vibration phrase is co-creating purification. Interesting, I like that. And here's another one, the middle path of tough love. I like it. One more. Solidity. Solid, manifesting, tone 10. Solidity in the eye of the hurricane. Your love is like a hurricane. There's calm in your eyes. All right, so before I go into the specifics of the Mayan embodiment astrology, which explains the 4 guides, let's just take a moment to check in with each of our birthday boys and girls, and I'll tell you a little bit about them, okay? Let's take a look. Marianne Williamson is a truly amazing woman, a very strong lecturer who has written 13 books and was a presidential candidate in America. And here you can see on her own website that she has been following A Course in Miracles for over 40 years. And she just turned 70 a few weeks ago. So the Course has been empowering most of her adult life contribution to society. She has audio and video lessons of the whole 365-day workbook from Asim and many other video tutorials. So if you want to study with a master, I suggest her. The course was massively effective and influential for me too, but I didn't find it until I was 50, about 3 years ago. Al Gore is most famous for his book, An Inconvenient Truth, The Planetary Emergency of Global Warming and What We Can Do About It, published in 2006 and made into a movie that same year. I am not going to talk about the politics surrounding climate change or Al Gore or his political career or anything else, but I guarantee you that we do not know the whole truth about any of it. Nicole Kidman, an extremely powerful and compelling actor, and again, I am not going to comment on the politics surrounding her rather famous ex-husband and his rather insane cult that he tried to drag her into, but I must say, she must have harnessed the power of the eye of the hurricane to smoothly sail through that shitstorm, and I bet you she had her eyes wide open. Leonard Cohen might not be the most famous Canadian rock star, but he is the coolest, and I guarantee you that he is the calmest. In fact, Ram Dass was invited to a Zen Buddhist meditation session of many days, where the participants meditated for up to 18 hours a day. And Leonard Cohen was already there, and he was, according to Ram Dass, a better meditator. He was immobile in his body with perfect posture, so incredibly strong inside while the storm whirls around outside. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, author of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, was an Oxford professor, but it was probably his experience in the First World War that had the deepest effect on him, inspiring the stories of the wars in Middle-earth in The Lord of the Rings. And finally, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, our 6th birthday boy, a French Jesuit priest, scientist, and philosopher who also incidentally served in World War I. He, along with Vladimir Verdansky, formulated the concept of the noosphere, one of the most intelligent offerings to the 20th century. But it was his writings and teachings about the absurdity of the Christian concept of original sin that got him exiled from the church. Teilhard thought that attributing all sin to a single historical act that might in fact never have occurred was grossly immature, and that saying all humanity is related to Adam and Eve is ludicrous. So he was exiled by the church for that. Bravo, sir. Chapeau. Now, I think it's incredibly synchronistic that Marianne Williamson quotes Teilhard de Chardin on her website and on other places. I hope somebody sends this video to her so she can see that she and he are the exact same people, sort of. You know what I mean. All right, now let's take a look at the Mayan embodiment astrological influences that made them all so darned intensely cool people. All right, can you feel the energy and intensity that is manifesting Rainstorm? Yes, you can. That was a rhetorical question. Now, being tone 10 as their core self means their 4 positions of the guides, the tones that go there. Here's how you figure that out. Starting at 10, using a base 13 counting system, you go 11, 12, 13, 1, 2. So 2 is the tone of the past wisdom guide. Wherever you were born on, you go up 5, and it's actually your past wisdom guide, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Tone 2, pairing for your past wisdom guide. Tone 3, activating for your divine feminine guide. Come across the heart chakra to tone 4, 2, 3, 4, stabilizing for your divine masculine guide. And then 5, empowering. Tone 5 for their future vision guide is empowering. So that's the tones. Now for the glyphs, being a circle of 20, slightly different pattern, but if you start on the 19th glyph, which is the Rainstorm, the easiest way to do it is to count backwards on the 19th, 6 steps to get to your Divine Masculine guide. So 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 is corn. Cane, reed, bamboo. Okay, Ben is his name. Corn is his game. That's kind of weird. But Divine Masculine guide of corn. And this was tone 4 of the corn. So stabilizing corn. And then 2 more. So 18, you go 6 back, and then you go 2 more. 8 backwards in time to your past wisdom guide. 19 minus 8 is 11. The 11th glyph is the monkey. Tone 2 of the monkey. So a pairing monkey is the past wisdom guide. Now, starting from tone 10 of the Rainstorm, you count 6 forward in time to get to the Divine Feminine guide. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, but there's no 25. Those are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the serpent. And remember, we went 2, 3. So activating serpent is the Divine Feminine guide of all of these beautiful people. And about 28 million other people. Because if you take 7.5 billion and divide it by 260, it's around 28 million people are all this exact same birthday. Okay? So, yeah, that's whatever. It's still pretty cool. These 6 are too, right? So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you go up. Oh, hang on. I need to relight my candle. It's not quite out yet. Oops, there's an extra one on the ground that I can pick up later. I do this every time I make a video and every time I do a reading for a client, by the way. Now, where was I? Tone 3 of the serpent is the Divine Feminine guide, and 2 more. So 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the serpent. 6, 7 is the deer. And the glyph is like a hand, and it's very handy, but it's also really very protective. The deer was the very first animal named in the Mayan creation myth, the story called the Popol Vuh. And the role of the deer was the protector of the forest and the plains and all of the other animals. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but a fully grown male deer with all of their crazy antler, horny, pointy things will fend off an attack from a jaguar successfully without fear. I just made that up. I'm not sure it's true. They might be scared a little bit. They might be dropping some deer crap right out their butt, like whoa, but they will not back down. Very protective. All right, and what was that? Tone 5, meaning empowering. An empowering deer of protection. So let's just take a little bit of a closer look at each of those of the 4 guides, because all of them actually seem like they are different people in different days and different tones, but they're actually not, because Een Laq, a Laq, I am another you, you are another me. Every single human being is part of the DNA of the Divine Mayan Tzolk'in calendar, and your 4 guides are part of you. They're not separate entities. They are you. They are reflections of you. They are you. Okay? So yeah. All right, let's take a inner standing look. Now, what I'm going to do for each guide position is make 4 high vibration phrases to help you understand the energetic profiles, which are the combinations of each glyph and each tone. The past wisdom guide can be seen as wisdom gained from a past life or learned in childhood, wisdom taught from grandparents, parents, siblings, or any tribal wisdom learned in life. Tone 2, by the way, taps into the second chakra, the sacral chakra, creativity and intimacy. And by the way, I forgot to mention that tone 10, manifesting, is directly connected to the heart chakra. Here are 4 HPVs for the PWG. Transcending duality as a weaver of time. Empathic inner child. Interdependent artistry. Paradoxical trickster. I love that. All right, so the divine feminine guide position is your innermost private self, usually revealed only in the most intimate of experiences. It is your intuition, your yin energies, and can represent the type of women you are attracted to and you attract to you in your life. And for the activating serpent, being tone 3, it is connected to the solar plexus chakra. Here are the 4 HVPs. Energizing kundalini. Sensual communication. Activating inner fire. Flowing adaptability. Now, I must say here also that all rainstorms have serpents in this divine feminine guide position, and it's part of what makes rainstorms who they are. And of course, all rainstorms have the same guides in all 4 positions. Now, moving across the heart chakra into the right-hand man of the divine masculine guide, we go up 1 tone to tone 4, stabilizing, connected to the 4th chakra, the heart chakra, and to the glyph of corn. The divine masculine guide is your outer self, your public face, the rational, left-brained, calculating male yang energies. And it is also the type of men you resonate with and attract to you in your daily life. Here's the 4 HVPs of the DMG. 4 pillars of the family and home create pillars of light. And there I combined 3 phrases into 1. Next is the foundation of compassion. Healthy boundaries are pragmatic. And our last high vibration phrase is rules of the unconditional love game. And now we come to the last of our guides, the Future Vision Guide, and I need to state right here that it is only with the Mayan embodiment perspective that you can see so clearly that the future is feminine. That's because from your birthday,
you, standing on your core self tone and glyph, have to take 6 steps forward into the future to come to your divine feminine guide, and a further 2 steps forward into the future to come to your future vision guide. The future is feminine, and this is the only perspective of Mayan astrology that lets you see it so clearly. And I am so very pleased to have been selected to be the messenger from the intergalactic Pleiadian Maya to illustrate this quantum holographic perspective that every single human being is both divine feminine and divine masculine, just like the prime creator, the source, the Hunab-Ku, Mother, Father, God-sciousness. So here are the 4 HPVs for the FVG of empowering deer. Graceful early bird. Earnest work, and also earnest inquiry. The hand of protection with equilibrium, and core purpose of spiritual leadership.
All right, so that's just about all I have to tell you for today. Other than, if you are interested in September's calendar, today is September 1st, by the way, 2022. And if you are interested, just email me. I'll send you September's calendar for free. Or you can check me out on Facebook or whatever's your pleasure. Een Laq, a .a.a. I'm another you, you are another me. We are one God-sciousness. Namaste.